So Stuart Watts from Tamworth. We're standing here at Tamworth Business Park, which those that are familiar with Tamworth and the growth that's going on in Tamworth would be very familiar with what's happening in this part, which encompasses not only the airport and the intermodal hub, but what is serious commercial industrial development. I'm here with Hayden Cooper, and thank you, Hayden, for giving up some of your time. Hayden's with Formline, who is one of the local master contractors around here for building very, I guess, special commercial industrial areas. So they do a lot of commercial fit out, but in this case, they're actually building the shed that's on everybody's lips in Tamworth, which is the Rapid Place shed here in the Tamworth Business Park. It's a shed that's 12,000 square metres, Hayden. Yes. So a very big project for Tamworth, and what it examples is the let's say the confidence and the investment that locals are seeing in the area in terms of the potential growth, in terms of not only growing their business but being able to address future markets of, and in their case, it's they are in the water storage business, so they're going to look at different opportunities in that water storage business as well. Hayden, you're a great story in regards of Tamworth. You've been here, you say, 3 years?
Yes.
And you've got a very strong background in the building industry, mainly in Sydney.
Yes.
And you saw an opportunity here in Tamworth. And so you've lived that exercise of relocating and, I guess, laying your roots and getting established here in Tamworth. How have you found it?
Yeah, so from the moment that we decided to move to Tamworth, I guess you have some fears about what am I going to do for a job? Is there going to be enough growth in the area? Am I going to be able to get that work-life balance, but also have keep my work life busy and active, and still continuing to kick goals? And what I have found since moving to Tamworth is that I really have ticked the box of the work-life balance. I was living a life where I was living in Sydney. I was getting up at 5:15 in the morning, and I was getting at home at 7:45 at night. So it was 3.5 hours commute to the CBD each day, working on large construction sites, which I loved. But what I didn't love was getting home and my kids were in bed. I didn't make the soccer training. I couldn't contribute around the house. We always lived on acreage. I couldn't contribute to, the work on the farm. So by moving here, it really has been a game changer. And the best thing I've found by moving here is the whole regions and council and everybody's, looking ahead for the growth and the opportunities for this region. It feels like my timing has just been really good. And we've got these, industrial areas out here near the airport, but we've also got Bridge Street getting, upgraded, where we just completed an orthodontist practice there at 80 Bridge Street. Nice new commercial building, but the growth, schools, supermarkets, industrial, it's very exciting. It really is.
And Hayden, you've obviously got a family that you've brought along with you here. You've found that they've settled in.
Yes. So I guess one of the myths about sort of regional areas is, and for myself, speaking to people who, through the opportunities that we have, is that, like, what am I going to do for a job? Or, people have that sort of a fear that they're locked into where they currently live because of that. But it's the opposite when you come to a regional town. So my wife was working as a part-time teacher a couple of days a week, and when we moved up here, she got offered a full-time assistant principal role. And what we have found is that the opportunities here are just massive, and that this region really, is looking for good professionals to come here and to add a lot of value to the existing, pathways.
Look, you and I share the same vision in that sense. I think there's no doubt that the transformation of this area over the next 2 to 5 years is going to be incredible. And this particular business park in particular has got some outstanding, let's say, new businesses coming into the actual subdivision itself. So this building here, for example, is Cummins Diesel is taking that up. It's a purpose-built shed for them. So they'll do a lot of new technology in regards of, I guess, engines and that whole sort of diesel space. And then obviously the new age technologies there. So the shed that we referred to that you're working on for Formline, the Rapid Play shed, that as I said, it's on everybody's lips in Tamworth. It's 12,000 square metres, which we haven't seen in this area before, and I doubt whether there'd be too many regional areas on the eastern seaboard that would be seeing that sort of commercial growth. And I guess it gives you and I a fair bit of confidence that we keep doing the right thing around here. The opportunities will just keep opening doors. So I guess Formline, one of the very proactive businesses here in Tamworth. I have quite a bit to do with them. They're a builder of choice, and they're a builder that I guess a lot of locals really do appreciate the quality of work that they do. Do you get outside of Tamworth much, or do you see that they're doing pretty much most of their work now in Tamworth?
No, well, a bit of both. The majority of our works, currently our focus is in Tamworth to help with the growth of this region. But however, we work in Narrabri, in Gunnedah. We're looking to work outside in the capital cities as well.
Yes.
So yeah, there's really sort of no limits to what Formline are looking to do out there.
So anybody with a similar background to yourself that's thinking it's all getting too hard in Sydney or Newcastle, it just makes sense to really look at Tamworth as a viable option to potentially relocate your family. The jobs will be on offer here, and a lifestyle that really is second to none.
100%. And it's very easy for me when we're looking for new workers to come and help out at Formline to sell this area, and because I've done it and I've lived it myself, and I'm very passionate about it. I've seen the transformation, what it's done in my life and with my family, and it's very easy for me to try to help other people sort of achieve the same goals. And it's very interesting, in regards to our real estate as well. I noticed yesterday that we're in the top 5 investments.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that just goes to show that the demand for land and houses around this region. And obviously, that's off the back of the lifestyle and opportunities in this region.
Hayden, really, really nice to spend some time with you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for sharing your story, and I look forward to catching up. And obviously, as the Rapid Play shed develops further and further, we're very interested to see what the end product's going to be, because it's a major investment, and there's a huge amount of confidence that comes out of that. But again, thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.